This is Big Stuph. Big Stuph is a feral cat dropped off here 2 years ago by her mother along with 4 litter mates. We trapped, neutered, spayed, and released all of them, and of the 5, only 2 stayed around, Big Stuph and her sister Blanca, a Flame Point Siamese. Neither of the 2 lives in the house. They stay in our garage or on our porch. We feed them twice a day, and they kill rodents for us. Many a time I've come out in the morning to feed them and have been greeted with their latest gift. Freaks me out, but that's what cats do, I suppose. Oh, and there's also Wally and Mr. Higgins. Wally's the original. He was first named Willie after Will Greer, the WVU Mountaineer quarterback who at the time played for the Carolina Panthers. He looked like a panther, hence the name. When he came around, he'd hang out on the stone wall in our backyard, so we changed his name to Wally. Wally was a jerk for about a year. We'd put food out for him and he'd hiss at us. It was my mission in life to pet that dang cat. Mr. Higgins showed up one snowy January day, meowing and friendly and lovey. He was so friendly that I thought he had to belong to somebody. Found out later he had come from our neighbor's house across the street. He was a stray there, and they too did a trap, neuter, and release. He ended up hanging out on this side of the road mostly, we believe because of Wally. They became fast friends, and Mr. Higgins can be credited with Wally's personality change. He became less of a jerk, and now lets me give him scrubbins, as I call it, on the back of his head and neck. They all are fixed, they have their shots, they're fed twice a day, and even get flea and tick prevention. We're not cat people, but we have 4. We've always had pugs. Our first was Eddie. And after he passed, we got Chessney. She was 3 years old when she became part of our family, and she settled in so quickly with us. What a sweetheart. One night as Chessney napped, Big Stuph decided to mosey in and check her out. Chess had never been around a cat, and Big Stuph had never been around a dog, which made me kind of anxious as Big Stuph walked toward her. This wasn't too long after Chessney started having difficulty getting around, and she would even have the occasional accident while she slept, so I knew she wasn't going to jump up and try to chase the cat. I was more keeping an eye on how the cat would act with her. And then this happened. For an hour, these 2 got to know each other. Big Stuph took to Chessney immediately, rubbing up against her, purring, lying beside her, and even grooming her. Chessney at first looked a little confused, but then she seemed to settle in and enjoy the feline companionship. It was such an odd scene. I don't know how to explain it other than to say Big Stuph knew Chessney was old. She was 14 and had begun having health problems. She wasn't just curious and checking out a dog, she was a caregiver. She was there to comfort Chessney, and Chessney soaked it all in. I'll forever be grateful for that interaction, for Big Stuph caring for our old girl. It was only 40 days later that Chessney passed away while I was holding her. Big Stuph knew, and she made sure to bring comfort and some joy to her before she left this earth. Strangely enough, when I pet Big Stuph now, I feel like part of Chessney is still here. I don't know why, but what I got to witness that evening is something that will forever be etched in my memory. I've always said I'm not a cat person, but now I really am. Thank you, Big Stuph.